Okay, my name is Honorable Lucy Wanyitu. I'm an apiarist. I deal with honey, and yesterday night I was harvesting my honey. This is the first time this year. I normally harvest thrice in a year, so this is the first one. I'm going to harvest again in the month of April and then in September. So every 3 months I harvest. Now here I have about 4 buckets of honey. This is about 40 kgs. Now these are honeycombs. So I've already processed. These are sieve. So after grinding the honeycombs, I put them in this sieve, and then now honey is spilling into this bucket. So after it has spilled in this bucket, I'm going to put in that other bucket there which has a tap and which is appropriate for packaging. And so I wanted to show you how I normally package the honey. So let me show you how it goes. And there's someone who's gonna help me. Moirimo helps me here in packaging. And you hold the way we do. Yes, you hold the way we do. Let me unlock here. Okay, so you untie. It's normally good to use the sisal fiber because it, and squeeze a bit, lift up, squeeze. This now the honey that is normally sipping. You give it about 24 hours so that all of it may get into this bucket. So it's not yet, it's about maybe 6 hours since we tied. And you can see now the honey, pure honey is inside here. It's pure, no additive. Now for packaging now. This pure honey, ready for packaging. So now, the next step, I'm going to show you how now I do the contemporary way of doing it. There is also a machine, so if you have so much honeycombs, then you can use another method. But this one is for honey that does not exceed maybe 50 kilograms. We are now packaging. Put this bucket here, just in case it spills. We don't want to lose any amount of honey. So this one, just for making sure we do not spill any honey. This is pure honey, as you can see, no additives. For packaging, you use this one with a tap. Instead of using a jug, you use this one with a tap so that it is easy for you to package. So you unlock the tap. Unlock the tap. This container is 1 kg. So this one has a seal. The lid has a seal. So once you lock like that, the seal, it is not openable. It is sealed already. So if a customer buys, the customer has to open the seal himself or herself. So that way. Then I also brand the honey. It's called Tamu honey. It's called Tamu honey. It's branded this way. Then Tamu honey, ready for sale. You can find it in supermarkets like Sidamo and other supermarkets around Nyeri or other places. So this pure honey, no additives, just natural. This is a sieve, honey sieve. This one is used to make sure So you can use this sieve or you can still use the mesh fiber. So if you have a lot of honey, this one may not be enough. So that's why we use the fabric, the mesh fabric. But if it is not a lot of honey, then you can use this sieve. You put two of them together like that, so that if any impurity passes through here, then it will be sieved by the second sieve down here, to make sure that that honey does not have particles of wax or insect or any other thing that may be here, to ensure that it is as clean as possible. So when you apply on bread, you will not feel like you are chewing anything. Although a little bit of wax is also not very bad. Then, apart from honey, there are also other products that we make. This is honeycombs, the wax. So after this wax has been purified, after this wax now, after all the honey has been extracted from this wax, then we boil with water. We sieve again, we sieve very many times. We boil with water. Then you sieve, put in a container, a small container like this one, so that it will be a good mold, not a very big one. And this one we sell at 2,000 per kg. So this one, if you want this wax, it is very expensive. It is 2,000. And there are so many things that are made from wax, candles. We also, nowadays, we hear of people waxing their bodies for beauty. The lipsticks are also made from this, lip balms, everything. All those beauty cosmetics things, they are made with wax, and that's why it is expensive. In fact, the byproducts of honey, honey and honeycombs is even more expensive than the honey itself. So this 1 kg costs 1,000, but 1 kg of wax will cost about 2,000. So you can also use this one to prepare your beehives. If you want to catch beehives, you also, in the hive, you prepare with this wax, because the bees will feel the scent. In fact, it smells like honey. So this is how you purify for sale. Number, if you want to get these products, you can call 0721 473 67. This work I started like 8 years ago. So the first time I was in the assembly, then I went back to working as a teacher, and it has been my passion. And especially being an apiarist is good for persons with disabilities. This is good farming, and I would advise all those people with disabilities, and they have a small portion of land, to do bee farming. The reason, you don't give water, you don't deworm, you don't vaccinate the bees. They just go get pollen, they come make honey. Your work is just to go and harvest after 3 months. So what we do is inspection. You get someone to go and inspect. You inspect the hives. Just that. You don't have to buy fodder like cattle. So this one, they call it a lazy man's venture. And it is very productive, and it has money. For example, now here, if I have 40 kgs of honey, that is 40,000. And now, include the wax, you find that in one harvest, you can make about 50 or 60,000. Just one. Okay, in a year, I have 2 farms. So in one farm, 3 times. I have one farm in the arid area and also in the highland area, the Tetu area. So in Tetu, I harvest 3 times, Kieni 3 times, so that makes 6 times a year. So average 60,000. So 6 times 6. That is the cheap labor. It's not very expensive, because you get someone to just harvest for you. You pay 2,000, and that is all. The market is ready. Like now, if I tell you, this honey has already been bought. The order I have a book there. The order, 2 kilograms, 1, 3, 4. Even my sister called me today, she's here. She'll go with 2 kgs. 2 kgs of honey. So the market is not even, you cannot feed the market. It is bigger than the product. So for those who want to venture in beekeeping, this is a ready market. In fact, Kenya does not even meet the demand to export honey. There is not enough. There is never enough honey. Yes. The message to the youth is that if I can do this at my age, why can't you also do something with yourself? This is 30,000. I am an MCA. I have a bit of a salary, but I am still venturing into something that I have passion and something that also brings money. One thing I would tell the youth is that beekeeping is something you can do even with other jobs. You can do your jobs during the day, harvest at night. So it will not obstruct your work. In fact, this one I harvested